Recording going. We're doing the extra credit assignment, and this is Hannah. I'll introduce myself. I'm Christian Valenti, and I'm in your class. This is Hannah. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Hannah.
Kayla, his sister.
And we're doing the video of what we thought about the misrepresentation of this video. And to start with the questions, we're going to start. What's the most surprised you by the video? First was probably the aspect of like how women were like segregated into society today, and how stop laughing, and how like people are literally like, and how people judge women and like what they're about. And what did you think about the video?
The statistics surprised me.
Yeah. What did you think?
I didn't think it was very surprising. I knew that within the workforce, women, like less CEOs, women than men. I'm going to politics. I know going into politics, I'm gonna have a huge issue. My ideas being presented as a woman. So I didn't think it was very surprising.
That's true. And like even in politics, it's like so like controversial. Like what the aspect of women like actually playing politics, and like what they said in the video is like we're 90th in the whole world with women representatives. Do you want to add anything, guys?
No, I'll read the next question.
What's the next question?
Have you ever felt misrepresented by the media?
Have you?
What does that mean?
Like growing up?
Well, I think as a woman, I think we're pressured in looking a certain way, pressured in being a certain weight. I know as of right now, we're doing a video. It's going to go to his teacher, only his teacher.
Yeah.
But I'm sitting here in my PJs with no makeup on, with my hair all messy, and I'm a little uncomfortable about it.
Yeah.
In the video, not having makeup on and not looking a certain way. So I think that goes in with the media and their influence.
I don't think women go through like one day without feeling like they're, insecure about something. Like even if it's the littlest thing, it's like something that doesn't need to feel. You don't need to feel that way. You shouldn't feel that way, but we do because.
And probably growing up
me
growing up as a boy too. Like I didn't really feel that at all. I know what I'm saying. I didn't really feel that.
You felt insecure.
Like a little bit. Like not as much as I thought. Like you guys would feel. Like,
well, probably didn't think about it as much.
You're saying, you know what I mean?
Well,
like,
luckily, you got raised in a small town where the media did play a big influence, but I don't think it's as big as like Santa Barbara.
Yeah. Like I grew up in Folsom, so it's like it was so bad there. Like you couldn't go to school unless you like looked perfect, dressed perfect, everything. Like I would.
What's the time?
If I didn't have time to get ready in the morning for school, I like would just be late because I didn't want to go like looking gross.
Yeah. You'd wake up like what time would you wake up?
Like 6 to be at school by like 8.
No, yeah. Like all my friends, it takes them over an hour to get ready.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of girls like I even knew like that wake up at like 5:30 and like 5 o'clock just to get ready for school. What's the next question?
In what ways do you feel pressure to conform to the media-generated images of what it means to be a man or a woman?
Probably like what I feel like pressured is probably just like the role I need to play in like leadership, or the role I need to play in like having my ability to succeed in college and get a career and be able to support a family and stuff like that. I don't know, like.
I worry more about like how I look to make someone want me for that, or like make someone want to keep me for that. Yeah.
For us
and the same thing like what you said about your friends and everything.
Well, for us with images, it's not us wanting, it's not women being portrayed as a leadership within images. It's us being portrayed as a sexual object. Our main goal is being attractive to finally men. I mean, that's what images represent. So. And
how your friends thought like you were being
crazy for not
disposition at not being like you just want to be centered around a career.
Yeah, and my main focus is a career, not being a mother
And women are so looked down upon when they like have kids and are really career oriented.
Yeah.
Like they're looked down upon like they're not a good mom.
And so I'm turning around and being like, well, I feel like I shouldn't have kids because I want to go more to the career aspect. I don't want to be home with them. I feel like it's me being responsible for saying, as of right now, having kids is not my main priority. But then again, now I'm this crazy woman who doesn't want kids.
Yeah.
So.
Alright, let's go to the next one.
What is one step you can take to change the way media portrays women and girls, and men for that matter? I don't think it can be one person taking a step. Like, I feel like it's gonna
Yeah.
stay like this,
no.
honestly.
Honestly, you think like a big group together and like show them like this aspect of this video would probably be another good thing to do.
I think just with the media, like, women being activists and saying, you know, we don't want to be portrayed in this way. I don't think the kids nowadays do the media and do what they're seeing in reality shows, what you actually should act like.
Yeah.
I don't really think they care. Like, I honestly don't think they care. Only way that they're gonna care if it becomes a trend, it becomes popular. It's more like I'm gonna follow her because, you know, like Coney 2012. It was it became popular because it was trendy, and not because it was an actual issue within Africa that needs to be dealt with. It was more, well, everybody's gonna do this on, you know, April something, so I have to do it too.
Yeah.
It wasn't like
Facebook and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's true.
And I don't know, like the whole deal with it is probably you just need like to make it trendy and everything. Like I feel like the aspect of women actually coming up in society and like there's more women in colleges is actually going to change something also.
It's hard to remind yourself too that like you don't need to be like that when there's so many things telling you that like you do need to be like that. So it's hard to take that step of being like, I'm not gonna put myself in that situation, you know, to be that woman or be like the stereotype, because like there's way more things telling you to be that than there is to remind you that you don't have to be like that.
That's true. What was the next question?
What are some ways that you'd like to see the media better represent women, or you represent you?
Well, I think when women actually become professional, they get in the CEO positions, or they become politicians, or they become even like a princess, like Katie or what, Katie.
Katie, I think.
I think instead of them going into the roles and all of a sudden they're becoming fashion icons, they should be, you know, represented as a woman that's empowered can change something, like doing charity work and not just what they're wearing, what they look like.
Exactly like what they said in the movie too, like how women only have like 16% of all movies play the protagonist in the movies. Like that could be a good aspect of women, like being able to change that
movies,
and showing like little girls, because that's a big deal. Is like people, like what I thought about the whole thing is like people, like kids 18 to 24, like they're like growing up to be adult. They understand what the aspect of like what these media do, how these people are so extreme. Like little girls don't understand like they need to change their whole body. They need to be like this person.
I don't think that all if once you turn 18 or once you're in your 20s or your 30s, it just clicks to you that this isn't reality. I think a lot of people grow up with thinking that this is where they should be.
That's true.
And I think you walk on the street and you go to Sacramento and you see other people in the gallery or whatever. I think that's a direct reflection of that. So I really don't think people
will change.
Like I don't think.
Well, we remember that thing that we read about, like, since the day you're born, like you're born, and if you're a girl or a boy, like your mom's gonna bring you into this room that's like pink and girly and like all this stuff, and everyone's gonna dress you in all these girly clothes and stuff like that, and that's like I don't see that stopping. Like that's right. It starts at such an early age. How can we change our cultural mindset to be more accepting of women in leadership?
Probably just getting out there and having more like women out there, and like
there is a lot of women out there though, but men look down upon them, and people say things that they wouldn't say towards like men and stuff. So I feel like men have to like kind of change their way of how they look at women a little bit. Like a man could see a woman coming in to be like a CEO or something and not be like, crap, we have a woman CEO, like she's not going to do a good job.
Well, but as a woman, like you're discriminated against no matter what you look like. So if you're blonde and you're pretty, then you're dumb, you're ditzy, like you're a ditzy blonde. If you're fat, then you're not attractive, then you're not smart as well. If you're black, you are not smart as well. You know what I mean? So like no matter how you look, you're going to be discriminated against. So you can be thin, fat, anything. Attractive, not attractive, but you're still stupid no matter what you look like, and you're not qualified for any upper position.
And even if you make it to that upper position, they say like someone could be doing it better than you, or in reality you could be doing it just better.
When you get to that position, they give you a lower wage than the CEO that was a man before you, or even after you.
They need to make more like there's this show. Have you seen Tabitha Takes Over? Or whatever. She's like this strong businesswoman. She goes into like all these different businesses and just like completely redoes them and like shows them like what they're doing wrong with their business and stuff. And then they like are all of a sudden out of debt, like doing all this stuff. They need to make more things that show women like being the powerful person, being like, because it's usually not like that. Like every once in a while you'll see a movie like I don't know, what's that?
Because what they even said, like, in the video too, is like women are like in these other countries being like presidents and stuff, and they're actually running the companies, bringing better bills and legislation into these countries than we can actually possibly bring. And like what they were even saying, thing like the #1 like best bills are brought in by women, which like we can put in more aspect and like change how everybody's like seeing this.
Yeah. Just needs to, more people need to talk about it than just letting it be.
Well, this is our response to the video, and I'm Christian Valenti. This is
Hannah.
Kayla.
and thank you for viewing us.
I wonder if that's done.